COVID locks, quarantine locks, coronavirus hair. What are you calling it? I call it a hot mess. Let's talk about it. Let's get into it. Welcome to my channel. It's Eugene Green, Kirkland County here, and we're going to talk about coronavirus. No, we're not. We're not going to talk about coronavirus. We are going to talk about the effects of COVID-19 on our hair. I got my last retightening on February 28th of 2020. And I just got my hair retightened last Thursday, June 12th. So I went 15 weeks. 15 weeks without a retightening session. 15 weeks of new growth, 15 weeks of stress, agony, pain, torture, looking like a hot ass mess. Looking like where they do that at. Just looking just crazy. So thank goodness I was able to get my hair done. But at least in New York City, it's a lot harder to do because a lot of people who do hair operate out of barbershops, salons, etc. And we're right now in the phase 1 of reopening. Phase 2 includes salons and barbershops, I believe. We're not there yet. We're just trying to see the residuals from reopening of the phase 1. So I couldn't get my hair done. And so my locticians recommended me to a friend of theirs. Her name was Patricia Adams. And she was willing to take on a client at her own house, at her own risk. You know, went there with gloves and a mask. She had a mask on. So it was a great experience. It was. But I know a lot of people do not have the opportunity to get their hair done. I tried going the DIY route, and I picked up this nifty tool here. This is see that? This is the O-Locker tool. This O-Locker tool I got off of Amazon. And Amazon has this probably for $13. It's not like through Amazon. It's like a seller who has Amazon as their marketplace, I believe. But yeah, this is a great tool. I'll put it in the description box below where you can get this and how you can get into your hands. The issue with me, by the time I ordered the tool, it was probably end of May. And by the end of May, I had just so much new growth that it was so unmanageable to the point where retightening your own hair can be a chore and a task within itself when you are doing it at the right time. You should be retightening your hair. So there's new growth, but there isn't an excess of new growth there. There is enough new growth for you to, it's manageable to a certain degree. This felt completely just overwhelming because there was so much hair. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't want to risk combining locks, which thankfully didn't happen. But if you're not paying attention to what you're doing, if you didn't take the Sister Locks class, the retightening class, and you're just watching a bunch of YouTube videos, you're trying to just feel around, there is a big room for error to mess up your hair, and you just don't want to have to go through that. And it sucks to have to add on to excessive new growth on top of now you have combined locks when you don't want them to be locked together, and your grid already being compromised if it wasn't already because of your excess new growth. So I felt like me using that tool would do more damage than good. So I was just like, well, I'll just have to ride this out, and luckily I was able to get my hair retightened. My grid is okay. It's there and all that. They gave me this crazy part, and I just don't like the middle part at all. But as you can see, it's parted right there in the middle. It's looking okay. It's looking good. I'm so used to not seeing my scalp. I'm just like, what is that? But yeah, I'm happy to have my hair done. I'm curious to know what people are doing in the process. People who have longer hair, I imagine if they're braiding it, putting it in some kind of protective style. I can barely put it up in a ponytail, honestly, but I have just been putting it back, keeping it up my face. It's hot, it's New York City. It gets nasty hot, and humid, so I just am just pushing it back. And I usually would get a tapered fade on the side, but I'll wait till the barbershops open up before I even bother with that. Yeah, so that's pretty much it, really. I'm at 28 months, I think. So just hit the 2-year mark back in March. So it's coming along. My hair's coming along, and I said to myself, I would hate for me to have to really mess up my hair after 2 years of putting effort, time, work, a lot of love and understanding with this set of Brotherlocks to have it all be wasted away because I didn't get a retightening. So I thought that would be pretty tragic. But yeah, what are you doing with your locks? What is your quarantine COVID routine? Do you even have hair anymore? Are you bald? Did you shave it all off? Were you just like, I don't care anymore, buzz it all off and start fresh in 2025 when the world resumes? Are you just making do? What has this effect of COVID-19 had on your hair? Let me know in the comments below. And again, I will put the description where I got this in the description box where I got this tool. I might take a stab at it. I might take 3 or 4 weeks from now, maybe 3 weeks from now, when I'm right close to the time I would naturally have my retightening schedule. I might take a stab at it and try retightening my own hair, at least the perimeter. I feel like with less new growth, it'll be a lot easier and manageable than with so much. And when the lady did my hair this past time, she used this tool. My normal loctician, she doesn't use this tool. I know there's other tools that you can use, but she used this exact one. So, I got the job done, I must say. So, I don't know if there's any pros or cons to which tools. That's for the consultants to know and for me to just mind my business. So, okay. So, thank you so much for watching. Definitely let's chat below and let me know what you're up to. Be well, be safe, and before I go, goes without saying, but I'll say it anyway. Black Lives Matters. Say it with me. Black Lives Matters. That's not easy. Yeah. Go practice it. Love you guys. Peace.